two old guys on the records, one old guy for now, as Mike and I prepare to return to the studio for some new segments. Until then, we're still providing with some fun segments. All this week we've been looking at our favourite 12-inch singles, whether they were extended plays, remixes, whether they were mini LPs or just EPs, yes. And today I reveal my favourite extended play. And that's right, and I'm not talking about Boom Boom Boom, Let's Go Back to My Room by Paula Karkas, great dance song, but I'm not a dancer and I don't go onto the dance floor. So we're going to be looking at when heavy metal came together, when heavy metal shone and showed the world that they can come together and provide such an amazing song for an amazing cause in the 1980s. I'm talking about We're Stars, yes. Here in 80, we all remember when the Brits came together for Do They Know It's Christmas. We all remember when the Americans came together for We Are the World. But do we remember this amazing song for an amazing cause? Yes, it was Judy Bain and Vivian Campbell from the Dio band at the time, who turned up to a radiothon to raise money for the famine of Ethiopia, and they said, where is the heavy metal and hard rock representation here? So they went back to Ronnie James Dio and they said, wait, there was no one there, yes. And they had a idea, and of course they wrote We're Stars. They invited anyone who was available to turn up May 20 and 21st, 1985. The first take was at Sound City Studios, and the second take was A&M Studios, and they recorded this. Over 40 artists turned up. The song peaked at number 26 in the UK. Thank you, Great Britain. And it was shown on MTV, especially in programs such as the Heavy Metal Ball. Yes. The album, there was an album to this too. So bands and artists who couldn't sort of contribute on the song, who didn't turn up, actually provided live versions of their famous songs. So you got to give credit to bands like Accept, Motorhead, Rush, Kiss, the Jimi Hendrix Estate, and of course Scorpions for contributing to the album of this. But let's have a look at the actual song. How many vocalists turn up? Some amazing heavy metal voices, such as, of course, RGT, Ronnie James, he's there at the forefront. But there's Eric Bloom from Blue Oyster Cult. There's Don Dokken from Dokken. Ken DeBrow from Quiet Riot. Rob Halford from Judas Priest. Yes. Dave Menke from Y&T. Paul Shortino from Rough Cut. And of course, Jeff Tate from Queensryche. And don't forget, there's also Vince Neil, who turns up from Motley Crue, and Blackie Lawless from Wasp. Yes, great vocals. And what amazing lyrics. I love the opening where it's, sometimes in the night when you're feeling the cold, take a look at the sky above you, but who's looking over you? Yes, the stars, yes. And I love the unity expressed in the song, the unity to come together for a great cause. So you love the pre-chorus where he says, we are magic in the night, we are shadow, we are light. I love the duality there. We are forever, you and I, we're stars. Yes, the stars of heavy metal and hard rock. And the other pre-chorus where he says, we're the beating of the heart, the beginning of the start, right? Forever we will shine. We're stars. Yes, the heavy metal community. How do you extend a song like this, a heavy metal song? And I love the way Ronnie James Dio and the mixing crew were very purist in the way, because the only way to extend this is more shredding. A longer guitar solo, that's right, a longer guitar solo. So there's 2 minutes extra from the single. So the single, is that long, but this has 2 minutes of extra shredding. And I love the way at the back of this, it itemizes all the singers, the lyrics, but then it itemizes the guitar soloists, because in heavy metal, a guitar solo is so important, and so many guitarists have left bands because their solo hasn't been recognized. But Ronnie James Dio, being so experienced, he writes down everyone that was there to do the guitar solo. So let's have a look at some of the great guitarists that were on it. It was Joe Alfara's Craig Golby, who was going to join the Dio band very soon after this. There is Eddie Oyeda from Twisted Sister, Vivian Campbell, of course, from the Dio band, and Brad Gillis from Night Ranger. You've got Neil Shone from Journey, Georgie Lynch from Dokken, Yngwie Malmsteen being Yngwie Malmsteen himself, yes, EPS, of course, the guitar god. You've got him, pairing up with Vivian Campbell again. You've got George Lynch pairing up with Carlos Cavasso from Quiet Riot. Brad Gillis teams up again with Buck Dharma from Blue Oyster Cult. And of course, who does the rhythm guitar and all the, in the chorus? It is Adrian Smith and Dave Murray from Iron Maiden. Yes, the who's who of the hard rock and heavy metal community came together for Where Stars. What a song. Did you know that the heavy metal community came together for Where Stars and contributed to the fundraising of the Ethiopian famine of the 1980s? Yes. Tell us all about it. Write to us. Send in your messages. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook. And don't forget, share the episodes with your friends. I'll see you tomorrow with another episode of, the last episode of my favourite 12-inch singles. See you then.